Are you a service-based business owner looking to increase profits to fund your lifestyle? Well, this podcast is for you. We bring you inspirational guests sharing actionable tips to solve many of the struggles you face each and every day. And now, over to your host, Paul Higgins.
Hi, Paul here. Before we get into the show, would you like to make a great first impression on LinkedIn? If so, I have something just for you. When people search for your name on Google, your LinkedIn profile will normally come up first. Before meeting someone for the first time, how often do they view your LinkedIn profile? For many coaches and consultants I begin to work with, their profiles don't do them any justice. I've created a simple solution where you can whip your profile into shape to have your best foot forward when attracting new clients on LinkedIn. Go to blgdownload.com, so that's blgdownload.com, to get your 5 killer tips today. Hello to the Build, Live, Give Solo podcast, episode number 249. If it's your first time, welcome. And if you love what you hear, please subscribe. I recommend listening to episode 0.5 first to guide you. If you're a regular, thanks for your support. I love listening to podcasts and always have follow-up questions. If you are the same, go to paulhigginsmentoring.com/questions and lodge your question today, and I promise to answer it. Please check out past shows on your favorite platform. Just search Build, Live, Give. So today's topic is the 3 lead strategies every service-based business owner needs to know. You will learn 1, social media, 2, organic, and 3, channel partners. So let me give you a bit of a context. So, I left corporate in 2011 and, to be honest, from there up until 2019, I really struggled with leads. I've had multiple businesses. I've had an outsourcing business. I've had a technology business. I had an advisory business. And look, they've all done well. In particular, we actually had a successful exit for the tech business. But getting leads was always difficult. And then leading up to 2018, to be honest, my health was really poor prior to my operation. I was getting a kidney about the size of a soccer ball removed. And to be honest, I just didn't know what was going to happen. So I backed off on my marketing and my leads, but I still had a great customer base and I serviced them the whole time. Anyway, let's say the operation didn't go to plan. And then I really had to go on dialysis and had to wait for my transplant. Anyway, I had the transplant in 2019. It was a great success. My best friend donated and it was brilliant. But I then had to face the reality of I had to get leads, right? I want to grow my business. And the first time in 9 years, my doctors looked at me, I'm a specialist, Kathleen, she's absolutely brilliant, said, look, Paul, it's okay. You won't let people down. You can go out and get leads. And it was music to my ears, but it really also made me incredibly nervous because I thought, what am I going to do? Long story short, I went and I got some mentorship by one of the best LinkedIn people in the world. They do work for Tony Robbins, Jay Abrahams, and others, and he was brilliant. Donated a lot of his time, and he taught me how to post successfully to get leads. And to be honest, I just couldn't keep up. I got 1.5 million views, 141 new clients, and it just completely changed my life. So not just the kidney changed my life, also this did. But I was really aware that all my eggs fell in the one basket. And as they say, don't build your house on someone else's property. And that's exactly what I did. So I thought I better, diversify and pick 3. And from my experience, I want to share those 3 with you briefly today. So the first one is social media. Okay. And I tell you no lie, I still think LinkedIn for B2B service-based business is the place to be. And there's 3 P's that I follow. 1 is have your profile perfect. Next is post, because there is still posting. It's the silent referrer these days. It used to happen in networking events. Now it's all virtual. It's mainly on LinkedIn. Someone sees your post, they don't even engage, but they tell someone else what you do. So I think that's really important. And the last one is the possibilities, where you do a lot of outreach. Me having huge success in that at the moment, but it's actually done in a very relationship-based way. We do a lot with video, personalized video. And look, you can find out more about that at blgclick.com. There's a little masterclass you can watch there, and it shows you everything we do. I'm also doing a little bit on Insta posting, but to be honest, my team do most of that. I'm not getting a lot of traction. I also have Twitter, I also got Facebook, etc. But LinkedIn is where it's at. But as I said, it's building on their land. So the most important thing, and what I do with my personalized videos, is get people onto my list straight away, or ask them if they want to be on my list. But I reply via email rather than LinkedIn. Get off LinkedIn Messenger as quick as possible. One, it's a pain in the bum to find messages, but you can't actually track it and you can't continue that conversation. It's on someone else's land. So that's one, social media. So as I said, I had to diversify. So number 2 is organic traffic. So I strongly recommend you have something that you own, a killer marketing asset, something that only you have that makes you unique. Now, for me, it's my podcast. I do these solo shows and also do interviews, and I think it's absolutely critical having something like that. So with my podcast, I really wasn't doing any SEO. So I wasn't really generating any traffic out of it other than posting on LinkedIn. And that's where I met a company called Productize, and they helped me take the podcast into show notes and then converted them into blogs. And that's led to a lot more organic traffic coming. Now, it's not a short-term play, it's a longer-term play, organic traffic, but it's working really well. Then also, I realized I needed other blog content as well, and also some snippets of content. And, I got tired of writing all the content myself. I love doing this, podcasting. Then it goes into something else, but I felt, for me, it's just not my thing to do blogs, and you may be the same. So what I did was got a company called SSI Design. I'll put both of these in the show notes, their links, but they helped enormously. And then finally, I'm also doing some podcast outreach. So getting on some other people's platforms to share the content. So that's all, once again, creating organic traffic and also backlinks. So we've gone through social media and we've gone through organic traffic. But before we go into number 3, which is channel partner, I'd like to talk to you about Dubb, D-U-B-B. It's an all-in-one sales and marketing video platform that helps you to attract, convert, and retain more happy clients. I used it this week to create 1-minute personalized videos that I spoke of before. And they, what I do is send a connection request, and then I send this personalized video out to people, and it's absolutely, I've got lots of leads and lots of clients, so I highly recommend that. But why don't you check it out for yourself? Just go to buildlivegive.com/Dubb. So the third one and the last one is channel partners. So people call this different things, joint venture partners, it's often called. But channel partners to me is simple. It's just a one-to-many sale. So you sell to one channel partner and then they sell to all the people in their group. So an example, it might be a bookkeeping service. So it could be a bookkeeping service where a lot of their clients need to improve their sales. And the more sales they do, the more bookkeeping services they need. So that's a nice value add. So everyone wins there. So that's a classic example. And to me, I think this is really the new referral game. Like I said, look, networking, who knows with COVID what's going to happen. And whenever you're listening to this, hopefully it's post-COVID and everything worked out well. But I think really channel partners is the new way to do referrals. And let's say you have, 12 partners, 6 to 12 partners even. If they can give you 1 to 2 leads collectively a year, which then leads into, each of those, so 12 leads a month, it's fantastic. It's going to really help your business. And what you've got to do is make it as easy as for them as possible, because what sometimes happens is you have a great conversation and it doesn't go anywhere. And I'm sure you've probably had that experience. So what I've done is set up a partner program so you can go and see that, so you can create your own version of that. It's a one-page. It's really simple. So just go to paulhigginsmentoring.com and up the top it's got partner and you can see it there. So what are the 3 key actions from today? 1, assess what you have in regards to these 3. 2, target 1 additional and make progress. And 3, reach out if you need more details and you need more help. I'm always here to help. So you can get all the links in the show notes at paulhigginsmentoring.com/podcast. It's episode 249, or in the app you're listening to right now. I recommend the Pocket Cast app. Always have. It's a fantastic app. Listen to episode 0.5 if you are new. It will give you an excellent overview. Highly recommend that. If you want to know more on whether you're going to have a low or a high 7-figure service business in 2021, just go to paulhigginsmentoring.com/assessment. 15 questions, 3 minutes. It's really going to help you. Please connect and follow me on LinkedIn. If you know someone interested in gaining more leads, please share this with them. Also, this is the first time that I've actually ad-libbed this, so you can give me feedback or you can ask me any questions in detail on this at paulhigginsmentoring.com/questions. Please take action to build, live, give.
Thanks for listening to the Build, Live, Give podcast. If you like what you heard, please share it and leave us a review. It would mean the world to us.